So today we're going to share with you for this G646. So let's go through what kind of the powders you will have. So first, there are 6 pieces. The first giant dipping powder is the red color selection, and including the 4 pieces dip glue. And the first one is the number 1 base. The second one, the number 2 activator. And the number 3, the top. And the number 4, the brush saver. You can use the brush saver to clean your dirty brush. So here's the colors. It's different kind of the pink and red colors. Today we select the number 62. And today our nail technician wearing this color, Core 059. It's from our G646. So, and here's the designs today. We are going to make the scary Halloween the designs. So we're going to use a sticker and a new way to make the dots on the nails. So we're going to share with you for this kit. Today we select one red to make the bloody Halloween nails by the powder kit. And we're going to select another 2 colors from other powder kits that you could check which one is your favorite. So let's go. Here's the colors, the red colors. It's kind of bloody red, core number 062. And here's the black color. It's the number 108. It's from our G6604. And here is the number 88. 088. It's from our G66042. And here's the peacock glitter. And this peacock glitter, the number is called GLT007. As you can see, for this peacock colors is suitable, perfect for the Halloween festival. So we're going to using these colors to make the design. We take out the bond pad. So first, we must be to use the bond pad to dry your nail bed first, because to let the powders more stick with your nails. And we already pushed back the cuticle and cut off excess cuticle. And now we're going to dry the nail bed first. That your powder will be more stick with your nails. If you have the balm or primer at home, you could use them too. So we're going to dry the nail beds one by one for each finger. Just relax and enjoy the tutorial of our nail designs. Okay, and then we need to take out the number 1 base. Here's our number 1 base. We're going to use it to apply it on your entire nail and then to make the design. First, we select the black color. Because the black color always the topic of this kind of the festival is suitable for the Halloween. We're going to make the dots based on this color, the black color. First, we must be to brush the base to the entire nail and then dip into the color powder. Stay for a second. And we need to brush off any excess powder. For this brush, you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit too. So we need to apply the base to your entire nail again for the second layer. Remember, every time brush evenly. And put your finger 45-degree angle and dip into the color powder. As you can see, for our jar, the mouth of the jar is big enough, so although your nails are long, it could be dipped into the powders and without overflow. So we're going to use the base again. For this time, we must be to using the base to seal your colors, because we're going to make the dots on this black color surface. We need to use the 1 layer base to protect your black color. because later we're going to use the base to make the designs. So actually, if you are following our tutorial, at first if you want to make the dogs designs on the nails, you could use the painting gel, and you could use the sequence, the round sequence, the cycle sequence to make the designs. But today we select another way. Remember what I say, where the base is and the powder will be stick with. So we're going to use the base. But this time we select a little bit base. Just use your brush and just put it randomly on your nail surface, the nail plate. So here's the way, because where the base is, then the powder will be stick with. So we're going to use the base and let it paint on the nails randomly and dip into the red colors. And going to tile off and brush off. We just make it randomly. For the ones you think will be with more powders, you can use the tweezers to help you to make it off. So it's so easy. You can use the tweezers to help you to let it come off from your nails. And just to use the tweezers to help you to press it, to make the designs keep the perfect one. So here's the ways to when you don't have the painting gel or any sequins or any the decors at home. You can use this way to make the dots on the nails. So and we take out the sticker, and for this kind of the sticker, the decors is self-adhesive. So we're going to put it on the nail plate. Just using your fingers to help to press it. And here's the spider net. And the ghost. So cute. And let it put on your nails to let the designs make more perfect. So after the sticker, we must be prepared the clear powder. For the clear powder, actually you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit too. It's 2 ounce size. It's 4 times bigger size than the half ounce, so it can be used for a long time. So before the clear powder, we must be to brush 1 layer of the base to your entire nail and then dip into the clear powder. For this usage is to protect, to cover your designs, because later we're going to do the filing and buffing directly. So let's take another finger. If you mix last part, we are going to use the base first. We'll make it again, so let's go and roll it. First, we must be prepared the number 1 base. To apply the base to your entire nail, brush evenly from the middle left to the right. And do not let the base to get on your cuticle skin. And put your finger 45-degree angle. Dip into the color powder and take out. We need to do the color powders for 2 layers. So we need to brush another layer base to your entire nail again and dip into the color powder. Normally for our fast drying dipping powder, we suggest 2 coats is enough, because for our powders is with full pigment and smooth enough. So we're going to use the same way. First, before you do another color, we must be to brush another layer of the base. Just wait for a second and let the base to get dry. Just wait for seconds and let the base get dry to seal your black color. And later we're going to apply the base randomly on your nail plate. Okay, after 10 to 20 seconds is enough. We're going to use the base again. The reason why we use the base to seal the black color first, because you do not want your black colors to influence your red color. In nails, we are going to using the base to make the dots randomly on the nails. Just same way when you're doing the painting gel, but this way you do not need to use the UV lamp, because where the base is and the powder will be stick with. So we're going to dip into the color powder slightly and let it absorb well with the powder and going to tail off. So, and this time is perfect. Later, if you find your designs with a little bit max, that you could use the tricksers to help you to fix it. After that, we're going to let it dry, because for fast drying dipping powder, it could be dried within 30 seconds by itself. So you do not need to worry whether the powders could be dry or not. It could be dry no matter what temperature. So now we're going to select the sticker you like. And here's another. For this kind of the sticker, it could be self-adhesive, so when you put it on your nail plate, you could use your fingers to help to press it. And don't forget, the powder will let your fingers stick with your nail or not, because our powders already dry after 30 seconds. So no matter what layer, after the designs, we must be use the clear powder to protect your design. But before it, we must be brush one layer of the clear. Before your clear powder, you must be brush the base. For our clear powder, it's the same fast drying system, so you do not need to using any activator to make it dry. Just wait after 30 seconds. You could do the filing or buffing. Let's move for another fingers now. We select 2 and 3 colors. And for the purple one, it's the number 88. So let's take the number 1 base. Brush the base from the middle left to the right. And prepare the brush. We're going to do the ombre. For the top of the nails, we're going to use the brush and going to tap, 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 tap on the nails. So we select 2 colors. Another one is the purple colors. And 1 black. So today we're going to use the ombre weights to make the designs for 3 colors. A fig for the topic of scary Halloween designs. So actually, we gonna to create a scary atmosphere for this kind of the nails design. I think we forgot to brush off extra XX powders. So now we're going to using the brush to pick the color. First is our number 62. For this red color is from our G646. And another purple colors and the black colors is the number 108 and number 88 from our G6604. So we select these 3 colors to make the designs and let it look more scary and gory. So we are going to go into tap, tap, tap on the nails to make the ombre nails. After, we must be to brush off any excess. So it looks cool, just like casual. Bit highlights behind this kind of the nails for these 3 colors combination. So if you next last part, we're going to make these fingers again. For this finger, we're going to make the ombre. First, we must be to apply the base to your entire nail. Using a brush to help to pick the colors and going to tapping on your nails. Just randomly to tap during the tapping, and select 2 or 3 colors to make the designs. So today we select one red color. For that red colors, it's called number 62. It's the bloody red. And another 2 color is the purple and the black. So we're going to brush another layer again. And going to pick the colors. For the top one, we select the red color. Just going to tapping on the nails. And another is the purple colors. So when you're going to do the ombre nails, you must be control the speed of the brush when you're doing the tapping. You must be doing it very fast because for our dip glue a little bit fast to dry. But do not worry, when it turns out, it looks great. So just do not let the base to get on your cuticle skin. After 2 layers, because it's very dark color, so after 2 layers, the designs are already showing up. So we're going to select another fingers to make another designs. So here's the number 1 base again. We must be to brush the base to your entire nail. Because our nail models using the fake nails, so you do not need to worry when you're doing on your own nails, the own natural nails. It looks more gorgeous. So we're going to select 2 colors. One is black, another is the purple one. We're going to tapping on the fingers and going to brush off any excess. For our powder, it's the fast drying dipping powder system. It's the unique formula that you can't find it from other brands on the market. For our powders, it could be dried within 30 seconds by itself, no matter what temperature. So I think the winter is coming, so you do not need to worry when you select our fast drying dipping powder kit. Because for powders, it could be dry by itself. So we're going to do the ombre nails this way. You need to bring 1 brush to help you pick the color and do the ombre. So here's another chunky glitter. For the chunky glitter, we selected from our G6607. It's the new powder kit. It's including 12 pieces, the fast drying dipping powder chunky glitter. And today, here's the peacock color, the peacock glitter colors. So first, we must be to brush the base to your entire nail, and then using the nail tips or the cuticle pusher to help you to screw the chunky glitter and just sprinkle on the nail surface. So we're going to using the brush apply the base to your entire nail, and it's going to cover with 1 layer of the clear powder. And going to tap off. So we're going to brush off any excess powder. So return to another fingers. We're going to do that again. So first, we must be to brush the base to our entire nail. And to select 2 colors. One is the black colors, the number called 108. Another one is the purple, it's called 088. It's both from our G6604. I think this two colors fit for the Halloween's topic. Since to date, we select two colors to make the ombre of this finger. And for the G6604, it's now the limited time lightning deal too. If you like these two colors, that you could buy that kit. So we're going to use a brush to help to do the ombre nails on the nail plate. Just pick the two colors by the brush. I'm going to tap paint on the nails. And brush off any excess powder. So we select the chunky glitter. First, we must be to brush the base to your entire nail again. And using any kind of the stick or the nail tips or the cuticle pusher to help you screw the glitter and just to sprinkle on your nail plates randomly. And today's the chunky glitter is called peacock chunky glitter. So after that, we must be to brush another layer of the base and using the clear powder to protect your design. So just wait after 30 seconds. We could do the filing or buffering directly. So return to the little finger. So we're going to make the designs for this finger. First, we must be to apply the base to your entire nail. And dip into the clear powder as the base first layer. So this time we're going to using the clear powder to use it as the base, the first layer. And we're going to apply another layer on of the red color. For this time, we're just using the brush to help to pick the colors and sprinkle on the nail plates. Because this red color is like blood, so we just create to build up the scary atmosphere. So we're just using the brush to do the tapping on the fingers. And brush off any excess. So after the one layer of the color powder, because we wanted to see through, we mean to make it to see through for this finger. And after the one layer of the colors, we are going to select the sticker and to press it and let it more stick with your fingers, the nail plate. We're going to select two kind of the decals, the stickers, to let it press on the nails. And after the sticker, we must be to brush another layer of the base and dip into the clear powder to protect it. Okay, for this finger, we are going to use the number 1 base. We must be to brush the base to your entire nail and brush evenly for every time. And to let your finger dip into this red color. This red color is called number 62. And if you have the interest of the pink color from our nail technician, is the color called number 59. is both from our G646, this red and pink color powder kit. And for normally, we are going to use the color powders for 2 coats to do the 2 times of the application. So after 2 times of the color powder, we need to brush off any excess powder. I'm going to prepare the sticker, and to put the sticker, let it stick with your nail plate. So we select this kind of the ghost sticker, but this kind of the sticker is self-adhesive. After you put on the nail plate, we must be using the fingers to help to press it. Okay, so after the sticker, we must be to brush another layer of the base again. And going to dip into the clear powder to protect it. For our clear powder, actually you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit. For that kit, we have different kind of the nail tools for you to make the design. So let's turn to another fingers. For this finger, we're going to make 2 times of the color first. Every time keep your brush flat. And after the base, we must be put your finger 45-degree angle and dip into the color powder. I think most of the client, they said why their powders will be easy come off from the nails. And actually, you must be to brush evenly off the base to your entire nail. And do not let your base to get on your critical part. Because when you're doing the base to your entire nail for every time evenly, then you won't have the problem of bumpy or uneven. So after 2 times of the powders, we are going to select the sticker you want. And today our topic is the Halloween is coming. So we're going to make and pick the different kind of the decors to make the nails designs looks more scary. And actually it's so cute. And we're going to brush another layer of the base before you're doing the clear powder. Going to tell off. Brush off any excess powders from your nails is kind of the necessary part, because you could let your brush avoid get dirty, and another when you do another layer on, it won't be easily get bumpy or uneven. So turn to these fingers, the little fingers. To remember what we did for these little fingers, first we must be to apply the base to your entire nail and to dip into the clear powder first. Because for this time, our clear powder used as the base powder. And actually, if your nails are shocked, we do not suggest to use the clear powder as the first layer. And another times, we are going to pick the colors and using a brush to help to pick the colors and just sprinkle on the nail plate. Because we wanted this color to see through. We want this finger, the designs look see-through, let it looks more gory. So we pick the sticker and let it press it. As you can see, because our powders is the fast drying dipping powder, you do not need to worry whether the surface is wet or not after using the powders, and it won't stick with your fingers. And we're going to brush the base again. And dip into the clear powder, protect the design, and brush off any excess. So after using all these kind of the powders or the dip glue, we must be to keep the cap tightly closed. For the base and top, we suggest to clean the mouth of the bottles and then to keep the cap tightly closed. So we need to clean the table first, because later we're going to do the filing and the shaping and the buffing directly. We do not need to apply any activator until now, because we do not need to use the activator to make our powders get dry. For our fast drying dipping powder, it could be dried within 30 seconds by itself. I think the winter is coming. For our powder kits, it's more easier for the beginner to use. So we take out the nail machine. For the nail machine, we adjust the speed of the machine suitable for the fingers. So you do not need to worry whether the machine will be easy to scratch your cuticle skin. It won't be, because we already test on our own fingers when our nail technician doing the filing first. And for this finger, you will see it's very sparkle of this kind of the peacock glitter. For this peacock glitter, actually you can find it from our new powder kit, the G6607. It's really suitable for this kind of the topic of Halloween. And for these three colors, it's the solid color, but we select to make the ombre nails and to let these colors more fabulous to fit for the Halloween style. We select the dark color, the red, and the black, and the purple colors. And for this finger, actually we use the new ways to make the dots, the designs for these nails. And actually normally we do the painting gel, but the painting gel you must be use the UV lamp to cure for around 1 minute. It's wasted time. But today we're using the base to make the dots, to make the designs. So it's saving your time and a very healthy way. So if you do not have the nail machine at home, that you could buy our dip powder accessories kit. We have one file for you to do the firing by that nail file, because later we are going to use it to do the shaping too. Our nail tools from the dip powder accessories kit is the professional salon quality tools. So actually when you buy the dip powder accessories kit, you could use it for a long time and with the perfect effects to do on your nails. So look at that, the sticker is really fit for this kind of the Halloween style. And actually you can select different kind of the sticker. And what's more, if you have the painting gel and the painting skill is good, that you could use the painting gel to paint this kind of the decals on. So here's the nail file, the one I mentioned. If you do not have the nail machine, you could buy our dip powder accessories kit. For this nail file we are using now, you could use it for shaping and you could use it for filing too if you find your nail surface get bumpy or uneven. But we normally use it for the shaping, for the artificial nails. For the natural nails, we're using another nail file. It's called emery boards. That you could use them to do your natural nails. But this one, we're using for the artificial nails. And today our nail models wearing the almond shape. So first, we must use this kind of the nail file for the shaping. The shaping is the necessary part if you want to get more perfect nails. Because after the shaping, you will see the nail edge is with perfect lines. Because for the powders, it could be hard extra rock, so you do not need to worry whether it will be easily come off. And actually, if you follow our tutorial step by step, you will get more fabulous nails by the dip powder. Okay, here's our nail buffer. For this nail buffer, you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit too. And actually, for this nail buffer, you could use before your natural nails. You could remove any oil or shine from your natural nails. And you could grind in the nail surface more smooth when you're doing the nail art process. So here's what we're doing. We're going to buff off the surface to grind in the nail surface more smooth. So every time you must be to do the nail buffing on the nail plate to let the nail surface more smooth but rough. Because later we're going to apply another 2 dip glues on. If you want your top more glossy, here's the important points when you have the perfect nails too. So I want to sum up all this process. For the first, we must be to do all preparation. So here's the point. When you're doing your own fingers, your natural nails, you must be to push back the cuticle and cut off any excess cuticle skin. And we must be to use the nail buffer to remove any shine or oils from your nail plate. And later, when you do your designs before, you must be use the balm or the primer to dry your nail bed first. And during the powder, the colors, we must be to brush the base evenly to your entire nail and to dip into the powder slightly. And after that, here's the important part. If you're choosing our fast dry and dimming powder, you do not need to apply any activator before you're doing the filing and the buffing. We must be to do the filing, shaping, and the buffing for your nails. And it makes you to get more fabulous dip powder nails design. For the dip powders, it's kind of the healthy way to make the nails designs because you do not need to use an UV lamp. And it's more easier for you to make the nails. And actually it's simple use for our fast dry and dipping powder kit. And for the buffings, I want to remind you guys, if you want to do more perfect buffing, we must be using 2 fingers to hold your critical skin. Do not let the buffer to scratch your skin. Every time I want our technician to hold the fingers by her 2 fingers. Then you do not need to worry. The buffer will scratch your critical skin. And do not over buffing, I think. So one more for this colors is the number 62. 62 is from our G646. It's the red color. In another 2 colors is the white 108 and 88 from our G6604. And actually for this week, For the G6601 to G6605, we have the limited time lightning deal for the whole week. That you could buy it with favorable price. You could enter the Amazon.com by searching GHdip to get more favorable price for the powder kit. And want another new kit we call G6607 is the Trunky Glitter. And actually for that kit including 12 pieces Trunky Glitter, you will find the one you like. So just buy it. And if you join into our Facebook group, we have more free gifts and events to provide for you. Just join with us. As you can see, the buffing is a long time handling, but we just be patient to wait for the whole nail art process to make more fabulous designs. So it's kind of the necessary part because if you want the nails looks more perfect. That's why every time our nail technician using the buffer to grind in the nail powder nails more smooth. And actually, you could see it after the filing, shaping, and the buffering, our powders and our designs won't be easily come off. Here's the important part. For our powders, it could be long-lasting for over 2 to 3 weeks on your nails. But the necessary point is that you can follow our tutorial step by step. And actually for this kind of the nail buffer, we have both head. We have the round head and the square head. So it's suitable for any kind of the nail shapes. So if you buy one nail buffer from our depowder accessories kit, you could get so many salon quality nail tools to help you to make the designs. And actually now we're going to brush off any dust particles from your nail fingers. So actually, if you're at home, you could wash your hand and go back. But we are doing the tutorial, we must be to brush off. Okay. After brush off any dust particle, we must be to using the lengthy wipe to wipe off any excess dust particles from your nail plate. Remember, we must be using the lengthy wipe or any paper towel to wipe off any excess dust particles from your nail plate. Because later we're going to apply the activator. But actually for the activator, we just use it for only one time during the whole nail art process. Because for our activator, we made the top get dry or shiny. We didn't to use it for dry the powders. So here's our number 2 activator. Remember, you just use it for only one time. And for our activator, actually, it's kind of the volatile liquid. So when you're using the activator, after use it, you must be to keep the cap tightly closed. Apply the activator very thin layer on the nails. Very thin layer, just one layer. Do not overusing our activator. You just need to use it after the filing and buffing, and using only one time of the activator to make your top get dry and shiny. So we prepare the number 3, the top. For the top, we must be using for 2 coats. One layer is very thin layer, and after several seconds, we're going to apply another layer on. Oh my god, it looks scary for this red color. It's perfect for this one, the chunky glitter too. So first, we must be to apply the top, very thin layer on the nail plate first. So normally for after 2 or 3 fingers, we're going to go back. When it's half dry but still sticky, we're going to apply another layer on. Don't forget the nail edge. So we're going to brush another layer for these fingers too. Left to the right. I love this peacock glitter and this design. It looks gorgeous. And for this one is fabulous too. It's so cool for the 3 colors of the ombre. So first we must be to apply another layer on. For the second layer must be much more than the first layer. You just need to wait around 1 minute. Then the top coat will get dry. And this one is with the dots. So every time, brush the first layer of the top. And when it's half dry but still sticky, we're going to apply another layer on. And for the second layer, it's much more than the first layer. And actually, we're going to cannot wait the first layer completely dry. We must be to wait it half dry but still sticky. Then to brush another layer immediately. So we're already done for this. We turn to another. So after the filing, buffing, shaping, we must be using the activator. Here's our number 2 activator. So as I mentioned for the activator, because it's the volatile liquid, it could be disappear with the air anytime. So we must be to keep the cap tightly closed. So we must be to apply 1 layer, very thin layer of the activator to your entire nail. Do not overusing the activator because for our fast drying dipping powder, it could be dried within 30 seconds by itself. You do not need to use the activator to seal your powders before you do the filing and buffing. So now we're going to apply the top. The first layer is very thin layer, but brush evenly for every time, no matter which layer of the dip glue. As you can see for this 3 colors ombre, it looks striking and spooky. So when you go back for the first fingers, we must be to apply another layer on. And don't forget the nail edge. And here is the one with the chunky glitter. I think most of the customers, they like the chunky glitter. And this chunky glitter is from our G6607, GLT007 for this color, the peacock glitter. Okay. After that, we need to wait around 1 minute. Then the top coat will get dry. For our top, it's faster than other brands on the market. It could be fast dried around 1 minute when you're using with our fast drying dipping powder. So that's the reasons why we said our fast drying dipping powder is super easy to use and super perfect for the beginner. So do not need to wet it completely dry, half dry. We go back for the second layer and brush evenly. So now we're going to apply another layer on for the second layer to seal your first layer. Then wait around 1 minute. So here's today's designs to fit for the Halloween. Okay guys, for our tutorials already finished. Here's today's striking and spooky, gory, scary designs of the Halloween. So it looks gorgeous. So if you have any question, just contact with us and you could join with our Facebook group. We have more experience for making the fast drying dipping powder kits. So thanks for watching. Bye.